Community Season 3 episodes 15 and 16. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to next week's episodes of Community. Doubling up on them as usual, man. Last week we had the two-parter, which I'm glad it, the recording schedule wise, it fell that way as opposed to, them being split in two videos. I love when Community does two-parter episodes, man. They've done it a few times. The paintball episode one, obviously, fucking fantastic per usual, right? At the end of season 2. This one was great too, man. It's just so unique. Literally, pillow fort, blanket fort war. But it was more so for, Abed and Troy's friendship, which I'm glad in the end, it seems like everything is kind of back to normal for the most part. Now, again, I'm kind of curious as to how much this storyline is going to come back into play, because technically they kind of resolved it with the friendship hat, so to speak. Not only that, but we still have the evil Abed thing going on. So how much is that going to come back into play? But regardless, as usual, I am super excited to check out these next two episodes of Community. So I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into these episodes. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 4 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into these episodes.
Best friends, making a cake.
Everything is as it should be.
How come I'm not best friends with anyone in the group? Don't patronize me.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Of course.
A real carnival? Is the company called Redbeard's Amusements?
Name rings a bell, but with me that could mean anything.
I wonder. I have an ex-boyfriend that travels with a carnival.
That doesn't even surprise me. Not even in the slightest, to be honest.
Tell us about your carnival worker boyfriend.
Why, so you all can get a big laugh?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Pretty much.
I'm not ashamed of my past, and if it entertains you guys, that's great, because we're friends. His name is Blade, and...
Blade. I thought she was gonna say Blake.
To undercut the laugh, and we're still laughing. That's how funny it is.
His name is Blade. Is that legal? Shouldn't New Line Cinema be suing him?
He was called that before the Fantastic movie?
And it was a Marvel comic in 1973.
Well, nerd alert.
Well, ex-boyfriend named Blade alert.
Her love life makes piercing with it.
I know, I was gonna say, wow, Shirley giving Pierce a high five.
If he comes through town and calls me, I will be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Andre much?
Okay, I understand.
I don't. You will.
What's that mean?
He's hung.
Oh, God!
Pierce,
Damn.
you're disgusting.
Just like that, I'm discussing again. I was one of the gang. It was in my hand.
He said I had the power.
You're in love with a guy who's named after a kickboxing vampire movie?
A fantastic kickboxing vampire movie.
No, I don't believe in love because of this guy named after a kickboxing vampire
Damn,
movie.
broke her heart. Bro, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. That sounds exactly like Britta. And it's so crazy because, again, I always think back to season 1, episode 1. Jeff, going up to Britta to hit on her and stuff. I feel like if he knew, like, he was just doing it based off her looks. I feel like if he knew who she was, it would be a little bit different because, I don't know. It's like, they're good friends and stuff, but it doesn't seem like she's the type of person Jeff would date at this point, right? Like, I can't see them being in a relationship.
Stick with what's working?
You're gonna change your shirt?
Not if it's working.
What?
It's not working.
You're right. I knew it.
That's what she wanted.
I love what she's having. Grow up, lady! He's working the BB gun duck shooting gallery. I guess he finally got the promotion. And he will call me. And left unattended, I will end up doing him like a crossword. And I will regret it. So I need you to take me.
Damn, Britta!
Don't give it back until Monday. I need to be on lockdown. You are a pillhead, so think of Blade as Adderall and handcuff me to the radiator like a mother-flipping, carny-banging werewolf. I got this.
Man, I wonder how many women I've affected this way.
And he's like, yeah, not me. Totally not. Bro, the way she just said, she mentioned her pill addiction like that so nonchalantly.
I need you to change his mind.
But if he's not interested, what can I do?
Dean, have we forgotten that your school is under the AC Repair School's thumb?
We have not.
Then mine is not to tell you how to do what I want done. Mine is to want and to say my want. Yours is to know and
Damn.
to do.
I know exactly what to do.
He just crushed that dog.
Could you get me a book on
how to do things. You know what? Just make me a scotch and soda.
I
I don't know how.
He said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Damn, they're really digging into that storyline with Troy, huh?
You have my phone and you're not even checking it. What if my mother is dying? This is junkie talk. You just want to know where your phone's hidden. I just want to know if my mother is dying. It's a simple yes or no. I'll cover my eyes. You go check my phone and say, no, your mother isn't dying, or yes, your mother is dying. And then we go back to watching the film.
Even if she's dying, just don't even go check it. Just act like you did. Oh, the old DVD bouncing around, man. Yep.
Give it to me. That's right, Britta. It's a banana. Why is there a banana in your DVD cabinet? Read the banana, Britta.
Got your ass.
You're a lying junkie. I'm sure those words hurt, but you wouldn't be reading them if they weren't true.
And he said, I know all the tricks.
Okay, you don't like our movie. We can't say the word blade. There's phones in the refrigerator. Oops.
Damn.
Let me see people! I have a right to know! You're monsters! You're Hitlers! You're racist pedophiles! You're the opposites of Batman!
Bro, their apartment looks different now, doesn't it? Am I tripping?
Still think the lock was overkill?
No.
Damn, they put a deadbolt on the outside.
refrigerator.
It's you.
Annie. Oh no, is it her boyfriend?
Boys' night.
Oh, okay.
I need help
He's here
reacting
for
to something.
Troy.
Hi.
Oh, Ben said, I don't know how to handle this. Dude, that would be so weird to have like just the dean pulling up all the time. Like imagine your school principal, your school dean coming to your house and be like, hey, what's up? Or seeing you at the mall. You know what I mean?
Ah!
Chang.
What are you guys on a date?
Pretty awkward. Who could Pierce win me?
What is this?
I decided to go outside the group for a best friend.
And you couldn't do better than Chang.
You take that back. He could do plenty better than me. I was the first to say yes.
What do you want to do next? Cotton
Russian
candy?
roulette?
What did you say?
Cotton candy sounds great.
Bro, Chang's like insanity from season 1 to now is just crazy how much he is degraded. That must
That's
be
it?
Blade.
Huh.
He's not as good looking as you.
I wasn't fishing for that.
No, I offered it freely.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to go on a ride.
Let's go shoot some ducks.
Yep. He wants to go talk to him and see what's up.
Do you think you could trust me to have my phone back now? I've got my email on there, my calendar, homework assignments. I'm kind of screwed without it. You're not just manipulating me, right? Oh,
No way
because
you fall for this, Annie.
Oh,
Come on.
Geez, yeah, whatever. That's over, Annie. Seriously.
Bro,
Okay, I have it right here.
it seems like the lighting is even
It's a gateway to
changed.
further trust. Perfect. Thank you. Love the gateway. Honoring the gateway. I have to call my doctor for some results. Don't worry. I'm fine. It's just a little personal. You need privacy. Sure thing.
Annie!
Check on you later.
No way! Are you serious, Annie? What are you doing? Damn. It seemed like they changed like the color a little bit in that the saturation and stuff.
I gave Britta her phone.
You did? Why?
She needs to feel trust to recover or she'll relapse.
She's gonna relapse because you gave her her phone.
No.
Yeah.
I secretly switched Blade's number in her phone to my number. So if she tries to get in touch with him, it'll come to me.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, you're just like Blade, man. Straight up.
That's
I just
smart.
hope she can find the strength to... She's probably just telling him she's dying to feel the warmth of his... Are you kidding me?
Damn. They just want to watch their fucking movie, man.
Your parents named you Blade?
Apparently.
Well,
Eh.
you seem okay with it.
Not much to do about it.
You can change it.
To what? Templeton Ferrari the Third? Won't change how mustard tastes.
Eh.
I'll be right back.
Mr. Blade, I want 3 more rounds.
Jeffrey, I won't change the way mustard tastes.
Boy, and you're so cool, Shirley.
Sometimes I am.
Pierce and Chang. Both of them are just mentally unstable too. Like this is not a good pairing.
Oh my god! One after the other! I'm texting to tell you I'm not texting you anymore. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Are you mad at me now?
Bro, she might have bipolar disorder.
She's calling him?
She was born in the 80s. She still uses her phone as a phone.
To be fair, you call my phone, I'm staring at it till it goes to voicemail.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Don't be mad at me. She's whipped by an imaginary douche.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Oh my god. Britta is one of those people that craves that toxicity. She's codependent, man, as fuck.
Well, what's the best anyone's ever done in this booth?
I guess Hey, ducks.
All right, one more round.
My man's ego is just insane. Him and Britta are both pretty mentally messed up too.
Why do you want to know the secret to making a woman psycho?
Why do we want to know how to blow up the earth or grow a human ear on a mouse? In case we have to, Shirley. In case we have to.
I'm going to find Pierce.
I pray I never have to, but in case I have to.
How do we know we won't get into a fight?
I say we just let it happen.
Don't tell me what to do!
Eh,
What's your problem? What's yours? I'm out of here!
just let it happen. That's rough, buddy.
I'm just gonna be really, really, really mean to her.
Bro,
Don't
that
you get
pulls
about
her
the
in
concept?
more.
Britta likes guys who are mean to her. She doesn't like herself. Give me the phone.
Oh, Troy's gonna do it. He's got to be nice to her, got to make himself available. He's got to be the needy one, right?
Hi. What's up? You guys still watching movies?
Yep.
Hi, Dean. Why are you here?
Hi, Britta, and ouch.
No, seriously. We know why, but like he's not even making a move to try and get Troy in it in the ACU class.
Are you dumb or smart? Are you a loser or winner? Or are you just a human mirror? Do we all see what we want to see in you? The magician never reveals, right?
Yeah.
I was texting with Blade, but it's over now. He's a loser.
Let's see what he said.
Good night.
Troy, you should really join the air conditioning repair program.
No.
Well, that didn't work. That's what I get for improvising. Good night.
This dude, the dean was here for hours, bro. Hours at a time.
First nice thing he says and you're over him? Who hurt you? And why didn't it stick? I was texting with you guys this whole time? So Blade isn't a loser!
Uh-oh.
No, let her go. Lost cause, man.
Damn. She hurt Troy, man. Cause I mean, Troy probably sees that she's calling him a loser, right?
10 years ago, before he even met you, a loose bolt flew off a Ferris wheel and embedded in his skull, destroying the part of his brain that feels shame.
Damn.
I mean, he's basically irresistible to people for the same reason he can pretty much only work at a carnival. He has nothing to prove or disprove about himself or to himself.
Which means he'll cheat, he'll do whatever the fuck he wants.
None of us have to go to anyone. And the idea we do is a mental illness we contracted from breath mint commercials and Sandra Bullock. We can't keep going to each other until we learn to go to ourselves. Stop making our hatred of ourselves someone else's job and just stop hating ourselves.
Some of the truest shit ever said in this fucking show. My God. Wow.
Annie, I want you to take my phone. Do not let me call Chang. I'm locking myself in your room.
And so the cycle continues. She knows it was Troy who said that. Maybe? Maybe? Hey? A little sun, new pairing? Yeah.
You know what could learn a lesson from that cold spot? The air conditioning unit in my living room. Ladies and gentlemen.
No offense, but this material seems pretty specific to your apartment. I don't think it'll work at an open mic.
To be fair, Troy's loving it though, but he knows the jokes.
Troy brushes his teeth like this.
I brush my teeth just like that.
Now you know what I'm going to talk about next.
Toaster oven! From his album.
His album? Bro, yeah, that's a very niche, like, it's literally just for one person, just for Troy. Season 3, episode 15 of Community is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. What a fucking episode, dude. Like, just an all-around great episode. Like, what Jeff said there is probably the truest shit ever spoken in the show, man. The show has had some good messages in it throughout. You know, it's had some good messages in it throughout the seasons and in a lot of episodes. But this, what he said right there is some true shit, especially for nowadays, man. Like, so many people, they feel so bad about themselves. They don't have any self-love, self-respect, happiness. You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes people are attracted to those toxic relationships, man. And it's also, it comes from childhood stuff too, right? You know, depending on how you were raised, you know, if your parents are there for you and whatnot and stuff like that. But it's also about how you feel about yourself, man. And when you just feel so shitty about yourself, you're attracted to that shit, man. You know what I mean? And that's why there's so many toxic ass relationships nowadays, dude. Like, I see some shit, man, like whether it's like stuff from a real relationship or it's just like people posting about like how a relationship should be and things like that. And I never comment on stuff like that because, you know, people are how they are. They can be how they are if they want. I don't push my, you know, beliefs on anybody or anything like that, or how I think things should be and stuff. But like, I see so much shit nowadays and I'm just like, damn, bro, that is like, how do people think that's normal for a relationship? How do people think that's healthy for a relationship? You know, like codependency is fucking terrible. Like trying to find happiness in somebody else, fucking terrible, man. You want to be happy in life. You got to start loving yourself, taking care of yourself, you know, working out, eating healthy, things like that, changing your mentality, stop talking bad about yourself. You know, stop saying negative things about yourself. Find happiness for yourself and within yourself. And then you go and find a partner and you share that with that person. You guys share that together, right? You're not going to that to a partner to find happiness or for, you know, codependency or to have these things said about you and stuff. You got to feel that way about yourself already. And then you come together with somebody else and you guys have a happy relationship, man. You cannot find happiness in someone else. And that's part of the problem. You know, so many people nowadays, they're chasing happiness through a relationship or through getting some materialistic thing. And that ain't what it is, man. You know, you got to find happiness within yourself and just and be happy and content with life, man. And it's a hard thing to do, you know, and it's something you got to work on every day, but you don't find happiness in someone else, man. You know, and you can't, like, codependency in a relationship is a terrible thing. I know, like, it's a hard thing to do sometimes when you want to take care of somebody and be there for them and just, you know, handle anything they need. But sometimes you got to have a tough love type thing, right? If somebody's just depending on you way too much. And don't get me wrong, like, you definitely got to be there for your partner and stuff, but to a certain extent, right? Like, it's like with Britta, man. You know, she's sitting there and she's attracted to this dude who's just essentially a piece of shit because he doesn't feel any, you know, regret or remorse for the things he does. He doesn't feel any shame, so he'll cheat, he'll lie, he'll do whatever. And it just doesn't fucking matter to him, you know, and she's attracted to that shit because of how she feels about herself, man. You know, she's got to start feeling better about herself, which is why when Troy messaged whatever he did, which was probably like a compliment or some shit, being nice to her, she was like, I'm no longer interested, right? Because she doesn't want to hear those things about herself, you know. And it's tough, bro, because Troy did that and he's like the nice guy and everything, and it's like she immediately was uninterested in Troy. It made Troy feel like shit because it's like the old saying, you know, nice guys finish last type deal, right? But it's just a fucking all-around great episode, man. It seems like we're definitely having some more character development within everybody from the group. And then Shang, he's just going, you know, deeper and deeper into insanity. But I'm kind of curious now, maybe a little Troy and Britta type thing going on. I mean, Britta's like, what, 28 or something like that? Troy's like 21. At this point, I think, which isn't a huge age difference or anything like that, but still. And then Annie and Jeff, you know, they keep on poking at it. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but it's cool to see the progression be there, man, on all sides. I love the show so much, you know, and I'm glad I doubled up on it because doing one episode a week was good, but doing 2 episodes a week, it just feels like perfect, man. So fantastic episode. We're gonna hop into the next one.
We are so screwed. How are we gonna memorize all this?
Let's just go over it again. Kingdom, phylum, class.
Order, family, genus, species. I use a mnemonic device. Kevin, please come over for gay sex.
Why wouldn't you use Karen?
Because it's gay sex, dummy.
So use great.
Now I can't remember anything. Thanks.
Why do we always end up in this position? For all the time you spend here, you'd think we wouldn't have to cram so much.
Maybe we never get any work done because we have so much fun hanging out together.
Definitely, maybe that's why.
She's into him now. Okay, what the
man.
fuck is this?
I'm dressed this way because I have good news and bad news.
You have got to be kidding me.
The bad news is Professor Kane has the flu. The good news is biology class is canceled. Bam. All right. After you. What a gentleman.
Is this like his 2 personalities?
3-hour lunch? 3-hour lunch?
3 hours? I could watch the first half of 3 movies.
The first half of 3 movies.
I can't go to Senior Kevin's. The manager and I are enemies. He said Die Hard was bad. I know, buddy.
Well, How about this? This
Die Hard
lunch
was
is
good.
already a runaway train. No point in stopping it. Troy, Britta, you go to Senior Kevin's. Abed promised he'd show me how the Dreamatorium works. Today's the perfect day for it.
But I want to.
Abed, don't you think today's the perfect day for it?
No.
Abed.
Is this a social cue?
Yeah.
I think I went too far with this one. I have to go to the bank today. What am I supposed to tell people in line? I had good news and bad news. Come on, Craig. Get your life together.
Bro. Oh my God. 2 episodes in a row with the Dean wearing some crazy shit. It's got to be so uncomfortable to wear one heel and one like regular sneaker walking like that. Oh my God. And yeah, Abed does not get social cues. He never has, never will. And if he thinks you're trying to give him a social cue, he's just going to point it out. I guess they are going to dive into this a little bit more, huh? Maybe Troy and Britta get going.
This week, however, Reggie has been forced to go to lunch. So, I'm aboard the much crappier HMS Spacetime 12 from the
Annie?
worst season ever with temporary constable Geneva. Geneva, I need the quantum spanner, the big one.
Oi, governor. Quantum spammer, but not a minute.
He's not vibing.
Okay, stop simulation.
More British?
I can't do this anymore.
Damn.
The Blogons might intercept.
It's Blorgons with an R. Blogon means thank you in Blorgon.
You're mad at me for playing matchmaker with Troy and Britta. You think you're gonna lose Troy?
I'm not petty, Annie. I'm mad at you because you tampered with the fabric of the group. How do you know Troy and Britta pairing up wouldn't destroy everything? I run the scenarios. I examine this stuff from every conceivable angle.
Doctor Strange type shit.
You think this is just a room where Troy and I play dinosaurs versus riverboat gamblers together? Sure, that's how I got the construction approved, but much like myself, the Dreamatorium has higher functions. Would you like me to show you how your stunt with Troy and Britta will play itself out?
Oh,
Why
shit.
Execute simulation, Troy/Britta, render environment, Senor Kevin's.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, those appetizers were dope and legit. I don't usually support lunch because it's unfair to breakfast.
Ah!
I guess that explains why you never see any two of them on the same
Damn,
table.
this is
So
cool.
I guess
Annie's pretty hot to get us together.
She probably just doesn't understand people.
Well, the sooner
The food comes, the sooner this will be over. So you can dart back and forth doing impressions of your friends. There's no science at work here.
That is true. The effects are good. Whoa.
This is the Dreamatorium's engine. My thoughts are collected by this box, and everything I know about my friends is stored here. Both are distilled by logic and then recombined into objective observation.
He really took this far, huh?
You see it that way because it's calibrated to a specific level of brain function.
Right. I'm stupid.
Not stupid, just less able to see what I see.
Not as much imagination.
Your lunch is going well, right?
Yeah, just checking in on Abed, making sure he's okay.
What?
Yep.
He's fine.
Great. Just, make sure he stays comfortable. I worry about him when I'm not around.
He always will be. People bend over backwards to cater to him.
He's just extra sensitive in the Dreamatorium.
It's like when a parent goes out for the first time after having a kid, right?
Another thing I hate about Die Hard. 2 FBI agents named Johnson.
He really is shitting on Die Hard randomly.
Why don't you take all your thoughts and your logic and add 1 step to the process?
What are you doing?
From now on, before you do or say anything, you're gonna think about how it affects the people around you. We lower functioning brains call this empathy.
She fucked with this shit. It's changing him, huh? Literally what Troy told you not to do. This is gonna change him completely. It's gonna change his whole thought process, right?
Hello, Annie.
Yeah.
What was I doing on the floor? Were we doing it?
Being Jeff?
Well, I'm not being a Kardashian.
So where are
Damn.
we now?
We're in the doctor's lounge of Greendale Hospital School.
This is what Annie wanted, right? She wanted to be in like a hospital environment, administration stuff. Not only that, but he knows she has a thing for Jeff, right? When he was as Abed, he was acting like how he did at the wedding, right? When him and Troy were normal.
Can you please tell me where I can find Abed? I owe him an apology.
Abed, never heard of him.
I asked you a question, Doctor.
I'm a surgeon!
And I'm your administrator.
I left my wife for you when she was pregnant!
Who do you think inseminated her?
Annie's kind of getting into it.
We just saved an uninsured homeless man's life.
Using an unapproved procedure. Now we're going to kiss.
Bro, it's so funny seeing him go back and forth. Like, the effects are so good.
I want to talk to Abed.
There's no one here by that name.
You're lying.
Maybe I am. So what?
Oh, shit.
Sodium pentothal, known commonly as truth serum.
I saw Abed's name in the hospital school files. I love butt stuff. I hate spiders. I stole a pen from the bank. I cried during About a Boy. The soundtrack.
He
I don't
knows
wash
everything
my hands
about
before
Troy.
surgery. I can see why women find Clive Owen attractive to the point where I might just as well be attracted to him. I use comparisons to Hitler to win arguments on the internet at the drop of a hat. I know nothing about wine. I'm more turned on by women in pajamas than lingerie. I just want to know they feel comfortable. I didn't get Inception.
To be fair.
I didn't get Inception.
To be fair, it is a little confusing.
You said you saw his name in the files.
There's so many layers.
Right. Render environment, medical study room.
His shit is buried now, right? Because she took his thoughts away. Or changed it around anyway.
Your hospital school young lady is a simulation, being run through a filter of other people's needs. Abed's been filtered out because nobody needs him.
Damn. That's how he feels.
Well, you're not simulated.
No, but this is.
Yeah, the delay. Abed feels like no one needs him, right?
Almost there. Although you should probably run in place and let the hallway move around you.
Faster travel.
Here we are.
Oh shit.
Where?
Where you wanted to go.
This is where they
The
kissed.
last night of school, first year. The night we kissed. Abed Nadir, psychiatric patient 1373. Control freak with no empathy. People bend over backwards to cater to him. Signed,
He heard
healthcare
her.
administrator, Annie Edison.
He heard her on the phone.
That's out of context.
You've thought of everything, Annie. With Abed
The
gone,
same music.
and Troy and Britta together, there's nothing standing in the way of us.
This is what Abed's afraid of, right?
I did not push Troy and Britta together so this would happen. I did it because I thought they were cute together and this would have been a bonus. And we are not here. And I'm not staying here because I hate whoever you are.
You should probably storm off and...
That was his voice. He feels like he's going to be pushed out of the group, right? Because he's not going to be in a relationship with anyone. He's going to be like a fifth wheel.
Why are you blowing our magic moment with Jeff? It's not magic. It's not even real. But we love Jeff.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We're just in love with the idea of being loved. And if we can teach a guy like Jeff to do it, we'll never be unloved. Careful now. You're starting to sound like Abed.
See, everyone does it, man.
Star Wars. Zardoz. Cougar Town. Cool, cool, cool. Stop it. Pop culture, pop culture. I'm on a TV show. You're gonna get in trouble.
Damn.
Meta.
How the roles have reversed.
I got an Abed here! Get him!
That's it. I find you guilty of being Abed.
She's turning into everybody. Abed's locker contains Abed.
This time you'll never get out.
Abed?
Damn, this is where he's been locked up.
We're inside a locker. It's where I spent a lot of time in junior high.
Damn.
You think this is where we'd put you? You know that's absurd, right?
Well, I'm not stupid. You can see I've increased the square footage. It's a metaphorical locker. It's a place where people like me get put when everyone's finally fed up with us.
Your simulations are nothing more than anxieties. You're afraid you don't fit in. You're afraid you'll be alone. Great news! You share that with all of us, so you'll never be alone.
These fake shackles don't have a fake key.
Isn't that what a quantum spanner's for?
Technically, no.
It,
But that's fine.
it'll work.
Our quantum blasters are useless against their armor. We're as cooked as Lord Nelson's mutton, we are.
Not if I can help it. I'll see you on the other side, Inspector. Wherever that is.
Don't you mean whenever that is?
Log on me for this later.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Abed! I'm so sorry.
No. You're committing. This is good stuff.
Thanks.
She really got into it.
I now have the ability to enter the minds of others. I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Which is crazy. He unlocked a
I'll
new
make us
skill.
buttered noodles.
Buttered
Using an
noodles.
elusive new technique known as empathy.
Damn. He learned empathy. That's good, man. Character progression.
I almost sat on my balls, but at the last second, I made an adjustment.
Good job!
Good job, man.
Well, we had a good lunch too.
Yeah.
I
spoke to the manager about Die Hard, and I told him he should be ashamed of himself.
Thanks.
Maybe after a long, dark night, the sun is starting to rise on Greendale.
Maybe. Maybe not. You never can tell what kind of day you're gonna have.
Exactly, man. And that's life.
Troy and Abed in the morning.
And he didn't know what to do. She said, So awesome to see their show back.
I unbunged your beds and got scrap fabric and
You can't be
Okay, buddy.
changing
We can
shit.
put it back. We can put it back the way it was.
Especially from bunk beds.
It's okay. Cut, Garrett.
Garrett's here. Dude, it's so awesome to see Troy and Abed in the morning. Back again, man. Oh, what a gosh damn fantastic episode. Season 3, episode 16, The Community is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, this episode and last episode, man, we're getting deep. We are getting deep as hell, man. You know what I mean? It's so sad to see, like, this is the thing, you know? Stuff that happens in middle school, you have that trauma pent up inside you and buried sometimes when you don't deal with it. And you see Abed does. You know, he was bullied back in middle school and stuff, you know, and probably a little bit in high school. And he finally found a group that he fits in with, not only a group, but a best friend within that group. And, you know, the other members of the group are supportive and helpful with everybody. It's like a small family. You know what I mean? He finally found that and has that. And he's afraid he's going to lose that, right? Not only if, you know, Troy and Britta get together, their time being, you know, kind of split apart and not being able to hang out as much, which, you know, that's life sometimes. But also, think if, you know, Troy and Britta have a bad falling out in their relationship. It happens in real life all the time, man. You know, you get together with your friend within a friend group. You guys have a bad falling out, a bad breakup. And it's like, all right, which one of us is going to leave the group? You know what I mean? It's a tough thing, bro. So I get where Abed's coming from. And then to hear Annie say that stuff about him too, you know, how people pander to him when they shouldn't. It's like he takes stuff like that personally, you know, and she says it was taken out of context, but was it really? Like, it wasn't necessarily taken out of context. He heard what you said and, you know, that's exactly what you meant. So I like, it's one of those situations where it's not necessarily that it was taken out of context. He just wasn't meant to hear it. You know, and I feel for him. You know, he in his mental, he's shoved in that little locker, and that's why he was trapped there. He even had the space expanded and everything, and he's afraid that that's what's going to happen again. You know, he's going to be an outsider and kind of a loner if he ends up losing this friend group, and it's sad, dude, you know. But I love that we have such good character progression in this, right? Like, last episode, we had a lot with Britta and Jeff specifically. And in this episode, we focused on Abed, and he's had a lot of character development too throughout the show. The stop motion episode last season, you know, the Christmas episode again this season, and then this episode right here, man, such good character progression. It's like he finally learned empathy. Now, granted, while I'm sure he's still going to be how he is, he's going to have like a little bit of a difference in him where he does think about other people sometimes. Maybe he holds his tongue or changes what he says sometimes instead of just blurting stuff out without thinking about how it's going to affect other people, you know. So it's nice to see that, man. And I just love that we have the character progression in the show, because sometimes with sitcoms, like, we have great episodes and everything like that. We have a storyline going on, but we don't necessarily have character progression, character growth. But with this show, man, you have a massive character progression in everybody. Like, you go back to season 1, episode 1 and see how everyone was all the way till now, and you can see major changes, man. And I love that, especially when we're dealing with serious stuff like this, because going into the show, I didn't know it was going to be, you know, about this group of people going to community college. But it's fantastic to see this, because I feel like people at, you know, so many people can relate to this, whether you're going to community college or not. You know, you're in your 20s, your 30s, you're just trying to figure out life, right? Especially once you get out of high school and things, you get into kind of more of an adult situation, you know, living on your own, maybe going to college, maybe, you know, going to work and whatnot, and you're trying to navigate the world, you know, figure out how things work, figure out your feelings, deal with some childhood trauma, maybe, you know, some past events and stuff. Like Jeff, he's in his 30s at this point, I think, early 30s, like 31, 32, maybe even 30, I'm pretty sure. And you see he's still dealing with stuff from his childhood. You know, the other episode was Shirley's wedding, he had that freak out because, you know, about his dad and his mom not being together. And it's like, he's in his 30s, a grown-ass man, you know, and he just hasn't dealt with that trauma. And, you know, a lot of people, they think they don't have any trauma until it surfaces, and that's what happens with Jeff, you know. So prior to him being in this group, he never really dealt with it or anything, but now he's got a new therapist, and the group helps him through stuff too, which is fantastic to see, man. This group is like a little family, and I love that, man. It's a fucking fantastic show. It's got the comedy, but it's got great emotional moments too. And It's fucking fantastic. But guys, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 4 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.